came up watching my uncles rob. They was hard. You had two choices, there's hustle or starve. So what's up, everybody, and Merry Christmas. This is Dejan, owner of Tinae's Wealth Management and Credit Consulting, and today's video is about removing payday loans from your credit report. Now, I know this has been a really big topic of discussion for many people out there that have been struggling to get out of debt and to get themselves back on track. So I made this video today to give you all some great insight on how to remove them. Now, before we dive into that topic, I really ask if you guys could really support and check out my movement that I have on Amazon. This is Budgeting and Money Management for Kids, which is a children's book series that I developed in order to help educate children on finances, investments, and credit. So I just recently made some updates to the importance of budgeting, so check that out on Amazon. And I also have the Finance Alphabet that I recently published that gives kids a number of different financial terms that they can learn basically throughout everyday life. And then again, check out my other latest books, The Principles of Stock Market Investing, The Essentials of Good Credit, and Life Finances and Opportunity. I did get a new cover with this book as well on the front. So definitely check those out when you get some time, and let's dive into today's topic. So one of the main things I want people to understand about payday loans is that they're in business to get your money. So I usually advise people to stay away from these companies because there's no true benefit to what they're doing. You know, these interest rates are extremely high, and it makes it really hard for the individual to pay these funds back. So their goal isn't to necessarily help you. Their goal is to keep you coming back and staying in debt. Just think about it. If you borrow $100, what's the point of you coming back and paying $200? They have excessive interest rates that I don't think is, just right for the everyday consumer. So there are ways to remove these from your credit report if you have been hit with the collections. So as I tell everybody, when you start off with the dispute process, never claim that you owe the debt. Of course, they're going to call you. They're going to send you letters. Ignore them. The only thing that you should be able to do is send them a debt validation letter to have them validate the debt. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, who do I send the debt validation letter to? Well, when it comes to sending out the debt validation letter, it depends who's collecting on the debt. Let's just say hypothetically you got the loan from InstaLoan and you eventually defaulted. They hire an outside third-party agency that's now collecting on that debt by a weird name that, as most people would see on their credit report. So you get the debt validation letter, and you can get that from me as well by going to tinaeswm.net, where we can help you with the service. So definitely reach out if you need assistance with it. So send that debt validation letter out to them. Have them validate that information. That third-party agency purchased data from you from the original creditor. That doesn't necessarily mean that they have everything that they need to validate that debt. Look at it like this. Some third-party agencies aren't even legal to collect in your state. So it's always good to go back and track that company does have a true obligation to collect on that debt. And remember, you don't owe these third-party agencies. You didn't sign the original contract with them, so put them in position to validate these debts. Just don't go out of the way and say, oh, well, I know I owe this debt, so let me go ahead and call them. Don't call them. Even if you see an error on your account, do not pick up the phone and call, because the first thing it's going to do is validate the debt. I don't care if it's 10, 20, or 30 cents short and you feel like the balance is wrong. Don't call them. The moment you call them, you're admitting that you owe the debt and that the balance is wrong, or whatever the case may be. Don't give them information to update. Never claim that you understand and know what these debts are. Always do the police method. You got the right to remain silent. Don't give up any information. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, officer. I don't know what's going on. That's how I treat every collection account. I don't know anything. You tell me. Show me the information that you have. Do you have signatures? Are there contracts that I signed? Show me this information. It's bigger than just saying, hey, Dejan Tinae, you live at X address and you owe X date. That you owe X amount. That's not validation. You're just sending me a letter with my name, my address, and how much money I owe. Show me the proof. The proof is what gets you verified as accurate. If there's no proof, you didn't really verify anything. So always make sure you understand what these agencies are doing, because they will trick you into calling them. They will call you after receiving a letter. And remember, they have 30 days, so don't fall for any of them. Force them to validate. Don't call them. Don't do any explaining. So another thing with these payday loans as well, some people may get them validated. And if you're one of those individuals that got your debt validated, then there's another way that you can go about it. You can still compare the accounts between each of your 3 credit reports to find discrepancies. So look at the accounts. Is the payday loan listed as something other than what it is? Is the date in which you open the account incorrect according to what you have on record? What can you find on each of these 3 credit reports that is wrong? I'm telling you, that will put them in position to investigate and change or fix this information. If they can't validate it, which usually they may not be able to because the debt was purchased, then it'll get removed. It happens all the time. Just contact my business and we'll definitely show you exactly how we can remove these payday loans. So stay away from these companies. Don't trust them. There's nothing that they can do to help you. And I promise you, it'll just keep you in debt. It's no better than going to title pawn places where you give up your car title for money, and if you don't pay it back, they take your car. Stay away from all of these organizations. Interest rates are excessively crazy, and trust me, if that's the only place that can give you a loan, you're not credit worthy enough to go about it that way. And I promise you, if you stay away from them and seek other alternatives, you will thrive a lot better than individuals that go to these organizations looking for a come up or money that can help them. The money is never yours. All it will do is keep you in debt. And I just want people to understand that these payday loan places are just not worth it. Send these debt validation letters to these companies. Do not call them. Do not admit that you owe the money. Always follow the police method. So compare the reports, look for errors. I promise you, some of these places are so much in a rush just to issue you a loan, knowing that they have somebody that they can prey on, that they're not paying attention to everything in the details. It's the same when you go out and buy a vehicle. Always analyze the information, because if you can find discrepancies that they cannot verify, it will get deleted. I do it every single day. So just want to leave you guys with that thought again. And then one other thing I want to leave you all with the message on. I did recently come out with a stock market investing course. Check that out on my website. It is on sale currently for $115. And then I do have some other books that are coming soon. So just be on the lookout and check those out on Amazon. But other than that, I appreciate everybody for taking the time to watch my videos. It's really been a great pleasure watching my channel grow over time. And I really wanted to send my thanks to everybody out there that's continuing to watch. And thank you all. Merry Christmas and stay blessed out there.